Fish Pine back again with another Fish's Friday rant. So let's start things off with probably the dumbest thing that has happened so far. It is this storyline of Phil Jackson trading Kristaps Porzingis. Now, I'm not really sure why, as a rebuilding team, you would trade your best and youngest player to get some more picks. But you know, Phil thinks that's the move. Obviously, nobody else agrees, especially Knicks fans. And now we're sitting here wondering, what is Phil even thinking? He had that comment about how, you know, we know what Kristaps Porzingis is, we know he's a unicorn, but we have to do what's good for the team moving forward. Well, what's good for the team moving forward is keeping Porzingis and trading guys like Melo, getting rid of guys like Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah, and, you know, actually getting some young talent in there to help him out. Now, you started off with a decent move of drafting Frank Ntilikina. However, still talking about trading Porzingis, there was talks that they tried to trade to number 4 for Devin Booker and the number 4 pick. Now, okay, Porzingis is good, but he's not that good. At least not yet. There is no way, if I'm the Suns, that I would trade you Devin Booker and potentially who they ended up drafting, Josh Jackson. There's no way I would ever trade you that for Kristaps Porzingis. Now, someone could say, hey, maybe this is Phil Jackson's way of trying to motivate Porzingis because of times where he tried to say, like, oh, he's going to trade Kobe to motivate Kobe, or he tried to say that Kobe wasn't Michael, which made Kobe go even harder in games. And, you know, maybe this is him trying to do that with Porzingis, except that's not what Porzingis is getting at here. He's not unhappy with, like, his teammates. He's unhappy how the team is being run by you, Phil Jackson. He's not unhappy with other things. He's unhappy with how you're treating this whole situation with Carmelo, and he's unhappy with how you're trying to run this team currently. So by saying you're going to trade him is not going to motivate him to do anything. It's going to piss him off even more. Lonzo Ball got to go number 2 to the Lakers, as the whole family wanted him to do. And, you know, I thought LaVar was hilarious when they asked him, you know, what it's like to see your son go to the Lakers, and how he knew this, and he said that Zeus and Jesus told him. I thought that was really funny. I mean, he really is treating this like the WWE. That is what LaVar pretty much is. Like, when you see those groups in the WWE of, like, the manager and the wrestler, he's the manager, Lonzo's the wrestler. Like, this is amazing from just an entertainment standpoint. Like, yes, we want to watch Lonzo on the court and we want to see him produce. But when we're talking about before the play even starts, it is pretty fun to see what LaVar is doing. And I know I have given LaVar plenty of flack throughout these Fish's Friday rants. I have, it's true. But anymore, it looks like he's on more of the joking side, whereas before, it did seem like he was being the utmost of serious people. And it was a little annoying from that standpoint, because at first, nobody knew who LaVar was. So when he's coming out and saying these things, you're thinking he's being 100% dead honest. But now, at this point in time, especially with these articles, like from Father's Day that Lonzo wrote, it's really showing that he's, you know, having fun with it. He's here for his kids. He wants to see his kids succeed, and he is having fun with them in the way that he has fun. And it looks like the Ball brothers all understand that that's what he's doing. Because when you watch him saying about the Zeus and Jesus and everything, Lonzo is laughing. He's having a great time. And so is LaVar with the whole Lakers colored hat and throwing it in the stands. It's a fun time. We had a little bit of fun at the same time that Lonzo and LaVar were having fun, you know, on camera and everything. Ben Simmons talked about, you know, he tweeted at Crazy Pills when they were talking about Lonzo and LaVar, and then Joel Embiid told him to dunk on Lonzo, kind of like Ben Simmons' sister did a while back. And it was funny because, you know, these guys are like, hey, we're going to go and kill the Lakers. Like, we're going to dunk on Lonzo, blah, blah, blah. Then you had the Lakers fans jumping in like, oh, you guys haven't even seen the court. You've only played 30 games, whatever it may be. And this is starting a type of rivalry. Sure, they might be making jokes about it, but it's starting a type of rivalry with the Lakers. And it's fun because this is now like bringing us back to like the 80s, the 70s, when the Sixers, the Lakers, the Celtics were all the top of the league, and it was always a battle when they played each other and they met each other in the finals. We have a very good chance of seeing the Sixers versus the Lakers, or the Celtics versus the Lakers again in the finals like we used to. And if the Lakers are really trying to bring back that Showtime type of style, it's going to be a fun time to watch them. With the Sixers and their young and really up-and-coming talent in Fultz, Simmons, Embiid, Saric, they're going to be a fun team to watch. With the Celtics grabbing Jason Tatum to go along with their already one-seeded team in the East, it is going to be a great time. And a lot of people talk about how the East isn't competitive, the East isn't that. We even saw Butler now move out of the East, so now another team in the East gets weaker while another team in the West gets stronger. We still see a lot of teams on the horizon for the East that are going to be very competitive. You already have the Celtics. Then you have the Sixers coming up. Then you have the Milwaukee Bucks, who played very well in the first round this past playoffs, and they're only going to get better. You have teams on their way up, even though LeBron is still the dominant one and the king of the East right now. There is a lot of reason to be excited about the East, and it's just going to be a fun time. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you for watching another episode of Fish's Friday Rant. I'll be back again next week with another one, and I'll be coming out with more podcasts of the Atlantic Files, talking about the draft and talking about years in review. And if you need to look back on anything that happened over the draft, the trades, the picks, whatever, we have that on our site as well. Make sure you check us out, basketballsocietyonline.com. And before you leave, make sure you hit that subscribe button too. Thank you, guys, and I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.